Good morning. We are on a bit of an outing today. We are going to a place called Wulai. We've just caught the metro for the last 20 minutes or so, and we're just about to catch a bus, and we will be on bus number 849. It's 9 minutes away, and I think we're on there for about 35 to 40 minutes or something like that. It's a town right on the very far outskirts of New Taipei City, and it's an old town. There's hopefully lots of things to see and do there. Well, we've just arrived at the township of Wulai and got off the bus. There's this massive big suspension bridge crossing the river here, which is a pedestrian bridge. We're going to go for a wander on that and see what we can see from up the top up there. This is the bus stop just here, and the bike parking lot and everything like that. And the town is down that way a little bit further. There's Jen just there, ready to go. So this is the view walking across the suspension bridge just here. Back down the river, back towards Taipei that way. And further up into the mountains over this way. There's two rivers that join just there. And the river is said to be, one of them is supposed to be warm and the other one is supposed to be cold. So warm like a hot spring. So this is kind of a little bit of a hot spring town. So we might go and dip our feet in the river a little bit later. There's a temple there on the other side of the river. There's the suspension bridge, just looking back at it there. And we're heading down into Old Town. In the car park, just what you need. A little pink unicorn on the top of your car. Walking up through the narrow streets. It's quite touristy. There's lots of eateries and souvenir and knick-knack shops and things like that. Lots of ice cream shops and that. This here is the Wulai Waterfall Museum, where it's the history of the Aboriginal tribes who live in this area. But it is currently closed with the COVID crisis, so we can't go in. It's one of the Aboriginal carvings on the top up there. And on the wall behind the car. Veggies. Fish. You can see full chickens there with their heads, mushrooms, good food, shrimp, prawns, little fish. Big long purple sweet potato. Lots of different types of wine. It's not a real snake, but it's probably snake venom. You can probably buy the snake venom here. Sausages of different sorts. Puppy dogs, lots of food, fresh veggies and fruit. So we're just crossing the river here, and down here on the riverbank you can see a whole bunch of people, and they're making their own little hot springs. Digging little dams and rocks and damming them up with the rocks and letting the water flow in and laying back and soaking in it, creating their own little hot spring. Up here you can see the sign for the Wulai trolley. It used to be a little train that you could catch from here up to the waterfall, but they decommissioned it last year, so it's not running currently. So we have to walk from here to the waterfall. I don't quite know how far it is, but we will go and check it on out. It's up this way. Still heading up to the waterfall. The path is going uphill slowly. A lot of people coming back. We seem like we're the only ones who are going up, so oh well. We shall see. Wish we had a scooter. That would be way cooler. But then we wouldn't get our 10,000 steps up, would we, Jen? Well, it appears I was wrong, and the little train system is operating both up and down. It seems to have been restarted. So now that we're 3/4 the way up to the cable car, we find this out, and oh well, I guess we needed the steps, didn't we? The creek running through the valley, the bottom of the valley there, and then goes up to the top of the mountains. It's a long way up, but it's so pretty and green and lush. It's just lovely. Waterfall up in the distance, and we're just about to get overtaken by not only a motorcycle but by the little train. And there's one coming back down the other way as well. You can see a couple of the lower waterfalls just there. They're only little ones. And then up in the mountains, just here, falling off the mountain, is the big waterfall. Lots of wires in the way at the moment. There is a cable car that runs up over to the top over there, and we are going to go and catch that. It goes over the top of the waterfall, and we're going to go and see what that looks like. We're just at the terminal here for the little train, and then it looks like there's another old street up here. Heading up here through Old Street. It's a lot more crowded at the top here than it was on the way up. There was plenty of scooters and that, so people can obviously ride up to the top up here. And there's little coffee shops, lots of little eateries, like it was back down the bottom, but we're further up into the mountains now. Lots of little knick-knack shops and t-shirts and key rings and necklaces. Yeah. This cafe here has the best spot, right in front of the waterfall. But there is a viewing spot just up here a little bit. Jen's up there and we're going to go and have a look. Take a few photos and then go and find our way up to the cable car so we can go up to the top. This is Wulai Falls. This is the view of the waterfall from the visitor centre. And then when you turn around, you've got a big stone carving statue of a naked woman and a big stone carving statue of a naked man. Aboriginal carvings. This is the depot for the cable car going up. We'll go up and see how much it's going to cost us. We're at the top station of the cable car. There's another waterfall over the this side over here. And then you can, well, we can't, but you can go up further. You can either walk up or you can catch those cables there that take you up to the resort that's up in the mountains there. We just walked up this set of stairs and Jen says, yes, I've been here before in a past life. Obviously on her way to Buddhahood. No, when Jen was in Taiwan 28 years ago, she came here. We thought it was somewhere else for a little while, but nope, this is where she came to. So we've just got up to the first section of the top, and here's the little lake we were talking about. And you can hire paddle boats and paddle around. There's a little waterfall over there. There's more waterfalls up over there. Really nice little spot. If you stay here for longer, you go up that set of stairs there and the sign says that there is an archery field and a paintball field. So you can go up there and play archery and paintball. There's a little sign on the ground here where I'm standing which says this is the best spot for photos. So I'll take a video here and then I'll stop and take a photo. Just a little bit further on, we've come to a restaurant on the top of the hill here, nice and colourful. Big Aboriginal statue. All the tropical bush, and it's just lovely. We expected it to be a bit cooler than it is actually. It's still probably in the 30s. Really quite muggy. Well, we're starting to run out of time. The last cable car goes back at 5 and it's just turned 4. So we're slowly making our way back down to that, because if you miss it, I don't know what happens. You probably have to stay at the resort here. So anyway, so we're heading back down. Well, that was a lot quicker coming back than it was walking up. A little rough and rickety, but it was kind of fun. And it got us back down heaps quicker. Heading back up towards the bus stop. You can see all the people here. It's like a little market. Everybody wanting food. All sorts of different smells. But you know what I haven't smelled here? Stinky tofu. Trust me, you can smell stinky tofu a mile away. It stinks really bad. They say it tastes good if you can get past the stink, but boy oh boy, it stinks.